Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from ICM. It comes in 1/32 scale, and here we have more of a combo set because it's a Gloster C Gladiator Mk.II with Royal Navy pilots. So I think we reviewed the Navy pilots set figurines as a separate product. Now we have it as a part of this combo set, so you get aircraft together with figurines, and this might be handy for some interest in diorama in such large scale. And of course we have the final shape of this kit, so it should be already available in Modelimax, for example, and you will get exactly the same stuff if you order it from there. So first of all, the kit number is 32045, and we have quite nice box art here. As you can see, 3 figurines. Here is comparison with my hand. It's quite large box, but I would say it's a typical size for this brand. And here on the side you'll find also some information about the kit. It's written that the wingspan will be 307 millimeters, and there are 140 parts for the aircraft and 28 parts for the figurines. On the opposite side you can see, let's say, marking profile for those things which are included inside. But of course we will talk more once we cut through the plastic which is secure in the top section, so just give me a second to cut through. And in the meantime, I can also remind you that we did a review on the separate sets of the Gladiator aircraft as well as the figurines, so you can find it in our YouTube channel. Maybe for some modelers it will be a bit more attractive because they will be able to choose what they would like to have in their combo, but as I said, for most modelers it's always better to have the pilot included into the kit. So just give me a second to open the box because it's a bit of a tight fitment as well, and I'm trying to lift this top cover. Okay, so as you can see, this top cover was sitting a bit tight, but now we have it removed, and here's what we have inside. All sprues are separated into several plastic bags, so I'll just move it aside and we can start with figurines, which are, well, not surprisingly packed into separate plastic bag because, as I said, they're sold as a separate kit, so that's why they are coming in a separate plastic bag. And if I zoom in here, you can see what we will be talking about. So 3 figurines. Overall power design, I would say it's typical for what we used to see in 1/35 scale, so it means one piece torso. We have also separate legs, hands and heads, and there are no guiding elements whatsoever. I can see only some guiding tabs for the parachute, and that's pretty much all. But overall sculpting quality looks really great. For this scale I think it's quite good, and let's not forget that this is a out-of-the-box plastic kit, not some resin kit or something like that. Okay, so now I'm trying to open the second plastic bag. Here we have aircraft parts, so I will show them in a second. Okay, so first of all we will start with the wing parts here, and also some landing gear wheels and interior parts. So I will just zoom out so that you can see all of these parts. External features look quite nice. We have here raised panel lines as well as recessed panel lines, and also rivets in all necessary spots. That's the cockpit floor, by the way. There is a dashboard, and if I flip it over here, you can see that we have the guiding elements, guiding pins on those wing parts, so it should be relatively easy to combine everything together and get the nice result. Next we continue with another plastic sprue, and I'm not sure what is happening here. Just give me a second, because I can see that the, well, propeller, what was supplied on the separate plastic sprue, it was just caught in between this plastic sprue. So here we have another set of wing parts. We have also these cowling sections, so do not worry about this one, it's in the plastic bag. And here we have also the rudder, which should be glued out of 2 halves, elevators, which are also glued out of 2 halves. And as for the wing parts, you can see that first of all we have attachment points on the leading edge, so be careful with that. And we have the guiding pins around this part, so that's also something to remember. And we have also the separate ailerons, by the way. Next, as I said, we have this propeller, which was intersecting between other sprues. As you can see, it's a one-piece part. We have also some new cockpit parts, so all of this stuff will be necessary for the C Gladiator, as you can guess. And here you can see those parts from the opposite side. Next, we continue with another plastic sprue, so another C Gladiator version specific parts. Here you can see this tail hook and also special tail section which will actually accommodate this hook. So probably some cutting will have to be done in order to have this part in place. Next, we continue with engine parts. So I really like that ICM different from other brands. They are, let's say, happy to include the engine in the standard packaging, and as you can see, it is quite detailed for this scale. And also, as you remember, we have the separate cooling panels, so you get a perfect opportunity to show the power plant, especially if you have some diorama ideas. Then definitely go for it, because as I said, the standard engine is really cool, and the only thing which I can recommend to add is the wiring. But I would say this is a typical with any kit, so nothing special here. Next, we have the last gray plastic sprue, so here probably I will just zoom all in, because you can see that here we have the fuselage halves. Both are molded together with the rudder, or tail fin actually, and we have really nice imitation of this fabric surface. So it looks good in the gray plastic, and I think it will look even better with some pre-shading done and also proper painting. And here, by the way, you can see also some guiding elements inside this fuselage house. But what is surprising as well is that this is a 1/32 scale aircraft, but here you can see comparison with my hand, so it's not that huge, and I can say that it can be compared with some of the 1/48 scale aircrafts, which is, let's say, a cool thing for some modelers. So now I'm trying to open another plastic bag. Here we have the clear sprue. And this clear sprue is dedicated to the canopy parts. So canopy is separated into several sections. As you can see, we have clear parts which are molded in a really nice quality, and I mean all parts are clear and crisp, and I hope that we have the masking templates included here as well, because ICM usually includes those into their kits, so I hope this kit is not an exclusion from that rule. But first of all, let me, before we check the marking option or masking template, we have also the decal sheet. So this one is printed in a quite nice quality. Here we also have some decals. I'm not sure why ICM keeps ignoring the seatbelt decals. As you can see, we have only the dials for the instrument panel. So if you would like to get the seat belts, you have to get some aftermarket in form of PE or maybe some textile seat belts. It will be up to you, but I think textile might be even better for such large size. Okay, so here we have the assembly manual. This one is printed in form of large brochure. Here we have also the history note, and next we continue with the parts map. Here we have the separate assembly manual for the figurines. As you can see here, no history notes, only the parts map and paint chart. And here on the opposite side you can see also the marking guide for the figurines. Next we continue with the parts map for the aircraft. And of course the assembly process starts with the fuselage. So here we work on the cockpit area. So it means the cockpit walls, and also you can see the cockpit floor and pilot seat being assembled. So as I said before, I think the seat belts is a must-have in this scale, because they will be visible even with the closed canopy. Next we continue with more parts getting into the fuselage, and then the fuselage gets closed. Here, by the way, you can see the target site assembly and installation. And then we continue with the rudder, tail wings and elevators. And here you can see the canopy. So I'm not sure why it is written step 1, step 2, maybe different versions. By the way, here you can see that you do not have to cut anything on the original fuselage parts, which is something what I missed. So this is actually good, because it might be a bit more beginners friendly as well, if they will be brave enough to work on the biplane. Next we continue with landing gear. Here we work on the engine. So as I said, the engine is really detailed here, so do not be lazy and try to add even more things. I mean, improve the appearance with help of airbrushing. Here we have 2 assembly options, so you can assemble with open or closed coding as far as I can understand. We also have 2 types of the propeller. We have also the rigging guide. Here we have the masking template, which is really cool. Here we have 2 marking options, actually 3 marking options. And as you can see, they're all combined with this top bottom view, because I guess it's universal one. So overall, I think this is a really great kit for all fans of the naval aviation in 1/32 scale, and it should be already available, as I said before. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion, so do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.